Hi there, guys. Will, just in time prepping. How you guys doing? Hey, I want to thank everybody that was on my panel last night, Monday night, for the Monday night roundtable. It went very well. Thanks a lot. I also want to thank the side chat that was in that conversation. We had a pretty good roundtable for a change. That was my first one back for a while, and I think it went real well. I just want to say thank you to everybody that attended that live stream, panel included. It was a super one. And the name of it was WWROL, which is World Without Rule of Law, and it was asking how you would deal with it, and it went just a whole lot better than I ever thought it would. So that's great. So this video here is sort of a follow-up for that, and get my notes here. And the name of this video is going to be Authoritarianism is this where we're headed to. So that kind of was in the live stream last night, and I kind of just want to kind of cover it with you guys. So I'm hoping this will be kind of a short video, but at the same time, we'll kind of get you guys thinking about what's going on. So most of all, I want you guys to think about what we're talking about here. These are just my thoughts, of course, but what I want you to do is leave some comments down below and kind of put some feedback into the thing, and if it goes okay, I might continue a series. We'll do a back and forth if it requires that. I'm not going to do it if it doesn't require it, but that could be something that we could think about, okay? So I'm going to just start off by telling you guys here my research is that there are 7 characteristics that are sort of like what authoritarian people use. So if this sounds sort of like you've seen this before or anything to that effect, make sure that you are leaving it down below, okay? Because these are important facts of the way the world is moving around today, in my opinion. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. One of the reasons you might find authoritarianism is the blind loyalty to certain values or customs, even the ideals and all that. So if you find blind loyalty anywhere going on in our society, United States wise, that might be a symbol of it. Another one would be ethnocentrism. So that has to do with the ethnic part of the people of the country, and it would be in authoritarian people. So the culture of fear, the people that want to try to move towards authoritarianism is they want to try to move the whole culture towards fear, which means keeping the people, the country in fear or division. Also, you might find they'll always say that whatever they say, their achievements or things that they do every day or whatever, they'll always try to bring it forward to you and say, hey, whatever I say is better than what you say, So it's like they'll always be better than you. Another one would be they'd be holding like an aggressive leadership, meaning tight range, making sure that everything is going their way. Another one would be prejudiced and rigid thinking. As you can see what's going on around you, the things that can go on might show some prejudice, or might show a way of thinking that's not quite what everyone else would think, everyday thinking. Another one would be simplistic reasoning. So, they'd make everything simple. Simple thinking so that the people could just like jump on top of it. So those are like 7 things that you'd want to be able to watch out for. And myself, with the way things are going on in our country, I kind of see, I kind of see these things happening every day in our everyday life. I see that everything's trying to be changed around. They're trying to make it sound like everything is somebody else's problem. Then they're pushing their ideals off on you, and they do it over and over again. What they do is they think if they say it enough, then the people will start believing it. And that way, that's where it comes into play, where all their achievements are always better than yours. So those are things that I think are on the uptick here, and it shows to me that we could be headed towards an authoritarianism sort of lifestyle in our government. Now, there are also 4 other characteristics that you should watch out for as well, and these all have to do with authoritarianisms. So, trying just to tell you what they are, and then we'll leave it at that. We'll make sure that you guys are talking about it down below. And one of the reasons being it would be rejecting or showing weak commitment to democratic rules. So, they're trying to push the democratic rules out of the way and make up their own rules as they go. Another one would be to deny the legitimacy of other political opponents. And we see that every day, if you realize it or not. They're always blaming the other parties, whether it be liberal or democratic or far left or whatever. It's always not their problem, it's the other guy's fault. So that's another thing that we're seeing here. And instead of having bipartisan agreements and making sure everything's working the way everybody else is, working together would be, hey, point the finger at the other guy. Let's keep these guys split down the middle and divided, so to speak. Another one would be to encourage or even tolerate violence. These are people that they want to make sure that people are fighting amongst each other, because they show them shiny objects, and then they know that if they show this group a shiny object of this and this group a shiny object of that, then they're going to come together and start fighting. It's all in keeping you distracted long enough so that they can do whatever they really want to do. And then there's always a readiness to stifle or limit liberties of your opponents, and that's even including the media. So if you see that happening all the time, they're always saying, "Oh, I got the rotten end of the deal." It's all has to do with the fake media, or it's I don't get a good shake on it because the media is always saying bad things about me. These are things they want you to do. They want you to start thinking like that as well. And that is because then as you start thinking that, then they can start doing more of the other things that they want to do to kind of keep everything moving towards that authoritarianism. That's a big word. But these are things that they do, and they do it every day. It's not like they do it every other day, or they pick a day to do it, or they're always pointing the finger at somebody else. It's never their fault. These are signs of people trying to change our government, of bending the rules of our Constitution, of trying to take our republic away from us. Things like this is not going to work. As I'm talking through this, you'll see these little inserts that I'm putting up all over the place. And these are things that we need to watch out for. We are in an election season, and it's up to us to pick who we want to do what we want. But the people that are in the elections, some of the people in the elections, are trying to bend the rules. Bend the rules so that they can win. I mean, we had everyone voted for a billionaire last time. Now we got 2 billionaires in there. Is that really something we want to try to do again? In my opinion, it's a no, but I'm not trying to change your mind. This is not about that at all. It's trying to show you the path that I see us working on. So these are just things I wanted to bring up. It's kind of an overflow from the live stream I did on Monday, so I just wanted to make sure I got everything out there that I wanted to say. Because sometimes things get kind of wound up in my live streams. But anyway, I'm running into some time issues here, so I'm trying to speed it up. I want you guys to leave some comments down below. I believe that if we don't watch what we're doing, we're going to lose our republic. The framers said that it's ours as long as we can keep it. So it's up to us to work towards keeping that republic. Because I see that the things going on in the election cycle and in what's going on in our government right now could be pushing that envelope for us to be losing the republic. And sorry, that's how I feel. I feel I am a good enough patriot to want to try to get the word out there and try to just give you something to think about, you know. I don't do this very often. You guys know I try to stay away from it. But this is something that is really on my brain these days. So let's get out there. Let's have a good discussion, okay, you guys? None of that leaving bad juju down below. Let's try to open it up to keep everything clean and above the boards and constructive. That's basically what this video is all about. Be constructive on your comments, and let's try to see what your opinion is, or maybe what your comments might be. With that said, I'm just going to leave it there, okay? And I want to thank you guys for listening to the little bit that I said. I hope some of it sinks in a little bit. At least think about it. That's all I ask. You know, I can't ask for any more than that. And with that said, I'm just going to wipe it out and say, thanks for watching. It's Will, just in time prepping. See you out there.